Charanjit Singh Channi took oath as the Chief Minister of Punjab today. With this, he becomes the first Dalit Sikh Chief Minister of the state of Punjab. Now, his oath-taking ceremony follows a very tumultuous weekend where an open rift between Navjot Singh Sidhu and Captain Amarinder Singh came to a head. Captain Amarinder Singh resigned as Chief Minister of Punjab and then his successor was chosen. Now, opinion is sharply divided about this entire sequence of events and the strategy adopted by the Congress party. Changing of chief ministers before the term ends and months before the next state assembly election has been order of the day as far as the BJP is concerned. They've done that often, the latest in Gujarat, but that has not necessarily been the case in the Congress party. Should they have made this move just 5 months ahead of the next assembly election, considering that the last assembly election in 2017 was won under the leadership of Captain Amarinder Singh? Or was it time to make that change? Is it a complete shooting in the foot, or is it a masterstroke? To look at the different views on this, I'm joined today by Sanjay Kumar of CSDS and Sanjay Jha, author and former national spokesperson of the Congress party. Welcome to both of you and thank you so much for speaking with us today. Sanjay Jha, let me get your view first. Do you think this is a goof up by the Congress, or did they make a course correction considering the reports that they had internal surveys saying that Captain Amarinder Singh had become unpopular and would not lead them back to victory?
Well, Tamanna, if one is going to be charitable, one will say, hey, listen, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. But the truth is that the captain was the political personality who made the Congress party win in 2017 when the BJP was on a juggernaut roll. The Congress party was actually demolished in practically all elections. And the fact that he was able to not just defeat the BJP and the Shiromani Akali Dal combined, but also ensure that AAP did not upset the apple cart, the credit for that needs to go to Captain Amarinder. So he is the one who basically swam against the tide. And if you remember in those elections, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur were all BJP governments. The only government that the Congress party had was Punjab. So right now, if you look at the current political circumstances, they have a lot to do with just the fact that Navjot Singh Sidhu has turned out to be a disruptive character. He has got his own aggressive personal ambitions, and nobody is telling him that there is anything wrong with it. But in the process, the Congress may have completely destroyed what appeared to be a vehicle which was in pole position. The people of Punjab obviously are going to be aware of the fact that the Congress is a divided house, which has now got further subdivided. Please remember that in politics, there is a lot of competitive space within. But at the end of the day, the leadership has handled this in a very shambolic manner, because to placate Navjot Singh Sidhu, they have hung an 80-year-old veteran of the party, one who led them to victory in not just the assembly elections, but in several other local elections that happened in Punjab. So this is extremely intriguing. And frankly speaking, now whatever you are seeing is damage control. The headline that this is the first Dalit Chief Minister in Punjab, or the fact that, this will, completely turn the narrative, is making a virtue out of a necessity. The Congress had boxed itself into a corner. But I think in insulting Captain Amarinder by holding a Congress legislature party by not even informing the chief minister shows a rare gracelessness from the party, which now is almost becoming some kind of a character of the way we are.
Yeah. Sanjay Kumar, do you agree that this was a complete mistake and the way they treated Captain Amarinder Singh will backfire, that this choice of Mr. Channi is just damage control?
Whether it will backfire or not, but I think the entire episode started in a very in a manner which damaged the prospects of the Congress. I would largely agree with what already Sanjay Jha has already mentioned. See, Sidhu was a new entrant in the party, and in order to just please Sidhu, and he was putting so much of pressure on the central leadership of the party. He was not only putting pressure, he was creating noises for the party, which was not going well among the party leaders, also among the voters who had voted for the party in 2017. So in order to please Sidhu, they started putting pressure on Amarinder Singh. Yes, I agree that Amarinder Singh had, he has reached 80. In a best case scenario, he should have given signals that he would be resigning, he would be relinquishing the post of chief minister. He may not be, heading the party for the next election. But since he had not given any signals, their party should have thought of some ways to, bring both the leaders together, figure out a smooth transition. But party failed to do that. And the way Amarinder Singh was thrown out of the chief minister was very sad. This is certainly going to damage the prospects of the party. Latest, I think Congress is trying to damage control, having a Dalit chief minister. Yes, I would say this damage control is going to help the party a little bit, but it will all depend upon what course Amarinder Singh is going to take, whether he's going to be with the Congress. If he remains with the Congress, he could play a spoiler. If he maybe, what we call, hurting the Congress from within inside, we don't know whether he may be willing to float his own party, whether he would be willing to join another party. Whichever way we look at, from whichever lens we want to look at, I think exit of Amarinder Singh as the chief minister, unceremonious exit of Amarinder Singh as the chief minister is certainly going to affect the prospects of Congress in 2022 assembly elections.
So, Sanjay Kumar, let me ask you a follow-up. We've seen the unceremonious exits of quite a few chief ministers in the last 6 months, and many of them from the BJP. You are saying this is different because of the stature of Amarinder Singh and how public the spat between him and Navjot Singh Sidhu, who is a relative outsider to the Congress ecosystem, has been?
See, unceremonious exit of chief ministers of some of the BJP ruled state, I agree. But look at how party has been able to handle those situations. If Congress was in a position to handle the situation well, they would have been in a position to do damage control. Look at, it was an unceremonious exit of the Gujarat chief minister, but BJP was in a position to have the entire cabinet replaced, have a new cabinet, have a new chief minister in 1.5 days' time. Unceremonious exit of chief minister in Uttarakhand. 2-3 chief ministers were changed in successive succession. But there were no noises within the party. Similarly, in Karnataka, BJP replaced the chief minister. But there are no noises. I am not saying that there are no dissensions within the party, rank and file. There would be people who would be unhappy. But this unhappiness has not come on the street. It is not going to affect the party's electoral support base. For this reason particularly, it might affect party's electoral support base for other reasons, but not because it doesn't give a sense to the people that the party leaders are fighting among themselves. But for the Congress, this message goes out loud and clear.
So they managed to
I'm saying that while the message goes loud and clear to the voters of this country, while party should be working to strengthen the party for the forthcoming assembly elections and 2024 Lok Sabha elections, but the party leaders are busy fighting among themselves.
Yeah. So they've managed the messaging better. Sanjay Jha, does this become sort of a template for all of the dissension and the infighting simmering in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh? The Congress has its hands full in those two states as well.
Well, Tamanna, the fact is that you need to read Mr. Sunil Jakhar's tweet today. I mean, that tweet is a manifestation of the kind of crisis that the Congress party faces. Mr. Jakhar has welcomed the current chief minister when I believe he was in the running for the job himself. And then he criticizes Harish Rawat, who is supposed to be the interlocutor in this entire quagmire, and says that to say that Navjot Singh Sidhu will be the face of the Punjab campaign undermines the chief minister. Now look at the kind of internecine feuds that are emerging. Captain versus Sidhu, Now you have Sidhu versus the chief minister, and you have Mr. Jhakar, who was a prospective candidate, who's now, making his own commentaries here. So the Congress is, frankly speaking, not in a position for this kind of what I call is experimentation. The BJP, as Sanjay rightly pointed out, has the problem of plenty. They are in several states. The Congress is barely in a few. And even there, the house is not in order. Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan have got serious leadership issues because there is somebody waiting to be chief minister who was assured of that role, who is now being denied by the Congress leadership, and they are feeling a sense of betrayal. Now, the problem is that the Congress is in just 3 states. I mean, ignore Maharashtra and Jharkhand, where you're in a coalition, but you are in just 3 states, and all the 3 states are being destabilized not by any Operation Lotus. This is your own self-inflicted harakiri.
Yeah.
So, end of day, I think this is the result of just one singular factor, which I wrote in an article, the elephant in the room, that the Congress has one, no defined leader. There is a de facto president in Rahul Gandhi. Secondly, the decisions that they're taking and the manner in which they're taking them is, in my opinion, pathetic. I mean, if you had to ask an 80-year-old chief minister who won your state to leave, there was a much more, shall we say, respectable, decent, and an acceptable way to tell him, take a back seat.
Absolutely. Sanjay Kumar, who does this benefit in the upcoming assembly election for Punjab in maybe Feb or March of 2022? Is the Aam Aadmi Party going to be strengthened by this? What does this do to Shiromani Akali Dal and the BJP?
Oh, Tamanna, very difficult to make any prediction or any comment that what is happening within the Congress, whether this will benefit the Aam Aadmi Party or Akali Dal. In all likelihood, if we go by how elections take place in this country, when voters are unhappy with one party, all the voters of the party with which they are unhappy, they don't shift en bloc to one party. They shift to different parties, maybe in different proportions. So if the Aam Aadmi Party is able to put up a formidable candidate, if they are able to put up a manifesto which looks challenging, if people show faith in Aam Aadmi Party, this might benefit Aam Aadmi Party. And if Akali Dal is able to put its house in order, they are able to campaign well, they are able to send out positive messages to the people, it might benefit Akalis also. But in order to give a clear answer, I think it might benefit Aam Aadmi Party much more than Akalis, because in a state which has witnessed a bi-party politics for a very long time, people may be looking forward to a third alternative. They have already shown some inclination of that in 2017 election, when Aam Aadmi Party did very well. They didn't form the government, but they won sizable number of seats. They polled approximately 25% of the votes. So in a triangular contest, if a party manages to get 25% vote in its very first election contesting in the state, I think they have a better chance of compared to Akalis. So in all probability, the mess within the party, mess within the Congress might help Aam Aadmi Party more compared to the Akalis.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait and see. That story is going to get more and more interesting. What kind of a role will Navjot Singh Sidhu now play as the Congress Pradesh chief in Punjab? And of course, how will the Aam Aadmi Party react to this? Thank you so much, Sanjay Kumar, Sanjay Jha, for joining us on this quick conversation. And as far as Mr. Channi is concerned, he's taken over as Chief Minister of Punjab today. He has quite a task cut out for him. He was quite emotional as well in speaking about his long journey from humble roots right to the top chair in Punjab.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਆ ਬੈਠਾ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਪੱਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਜਿਸ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਜੰਮਿਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਛੱਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ, ਥੱਲੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਟੋਬੇ 'ਚੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਟੋਬੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਾਰਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਵਿੱਚ ਤੂੜੀ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਮਿਲਾ ਕੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਫਰਸ਼ ਲਿਪੜਾ, ਪਾਂਡੂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਕੰਧਾਂ ਤੇ ਫੇਰਦੇ ਸੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ, ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਨੇ ਹਰ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੈਂਟ ਲਗਾਏ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਬੈਠੇ। ਅੱਜ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਗਰੀਬ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਬਿਠਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਮੇਰੀ ਔਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਔਕਾਤ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ।